Hi everybody. Please help me test connection. Those who are here, just anybody can switch on mic and speak. Am I clearly audible?
Hello, sir. Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, well, fine. Utkarsh. So guys, henceforth this one is going to be a link. That previous link, I don't know, something glitched about it, and it is not recording, expired or something. Anyway, uh, can you just ping to your friends, those who are not yet here? Anybody? I have pinged already in the chat box, in that in your Telegram group. But if only if maybe give them a ping, give them a call if you know anybody. Okay, some people were talking about ID. Okay, now I hope everybody will join in. Okay, okay. Meanwhile, how was your weekend, people? Mine was hectic. How was yours? So, okay, okay, good to know. So, guys, in your schedule there is Excel for today, but I'm not done with some terminology kind of thing, which I will cover first, and then we will move on to Excel. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Anyway, I'm going to complete. We are going to spend some time on Excel.
Hel- Hello.
Acha, yeah, yeah, yes, Neha.
Hi, sir. Actually, I have just joined right now. So, what did you say? I didn't hear.
Nothing in particular. I was just having some chit chat with you people.
Okay, fine.
Okay, I was just telling that as per your schedule, it is Excel, and we will come to that Excel today. But first, I need to go about some theory first. Okay, which is yet, which is still pending from our last interaction. So just that I was talking about. Well, I think most of the strength is here now. So I think that's my cue to begin. Actually, before I do anything, maybe I should. Your schedule has Excel, but can you tell me why Excel? Why we are talking about Excel in this era of R, Python, Tableau, Power BI, Hadoop? Why we are talking about Excel? Anybody? Do you think Excel is necessary?
Yes, sir.
Do you think it has some sense that we cover something of Excel, at least the nitty-gritty?
सर जो इनिशियल पार्ट होता है डेटा का दैट इज द इनिशियल रिकॉर्ड्स ऑफ द डेटा दैट इज फर्स्ट stored in Excel, I guess, and then we plot in R or Tableau or whatever software we are using. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, there are many aspects to this. There are some pre-recorded modules of Excel also in your LMS Access. So you can go through that also. And anyway, some nitty-gritty we will cover in this live session also. Excel becomes important because, yeah, in a way, whenever we talk data, maybe everybody doesn't know R, Python, Tableau, but Excel everybody knows. In your organization, you may come across, stakeholders and bosses, so, who are not very handy with that, whatever tool you are talking about. But Excel, well, to some extent, everybody is okay with Excel. Secondly, it becomes important from interview point of view. When you will be getting interviewed, you will be talking about uh, several jargons like linear regression and random forest, and when it comes to tool, you will be talking about all these tools, Python and Hadoop and this and that. In such scenario, when you are being interviewed, you are saying, I have done PG program in data analytics, and they are already assuming that you know something about Excel. तो यूजुअली कोई पूछता भी नहीं है आपसे, इंटरव्यू में कोई बात भी नहीं करेगा कि वेदर एक्सेल आता है, बिकॉज दे आर ऑलरेडी अज्यूमिंग कि एक्सेल तो आता ही है. प्रॉब्लम तब होता है जब वो क्वेश्चन कर लेता है और आप बता नहीं पाते. देन इट बैकफायर्स वेरी बैडली. इट सडनली लुक्स लाइक दैट कि हाँ, बातें बहुत बड़ी बड़ी कर रखी हैं आपने रिज्यूमे पे और आता एक्सेल भी नहीं. तो ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. तो अगर वो 2-3 बातें कर ले एक्सेल के बारे में, तो 2-3 बातों में से 1-2 बात तो आप बता पाने चाहिए. And last but not the least, you will see over the years, Excel has evolved into a very powerful tool, and we will see what Excel can do for you. Okay, before we go there, some terminology जो अभी तक थोड़ा सा पेंडिंग था, यहाँ तक हम बात कर चुके थे, I believe. Yeah. In your batch launch, we were talking about all these things, data mining, and what is a typical project life cycle. So that we have talked about. Then there are categories of, an analytics project can be categorized into some subdivisions. So what are they? So these are the types of analytics into which a project or a business problem can fall in. Descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, prescriptive, and finally it goes into the domain of cognitive analytics, which is essentially AI. So AI to an extent, AI is beyond the scope of your curriculum. But anyway, you should know that this is something. Somebody is drawing something. Please don't do that. Don't make my life any tougher. It is already tough. Okay, people. Okay. And okay, now what are these? We will try to understand with a simple example. We will try to let's know a little bit about this. These terminologies are essential, guys, because every now and then somebody will be talking about you in these terms. So you should know what is what. We will take a very simple and very classic example so that you get to understand. Descriptive analytics, as the name suggests, it is basically describing something. It is basically answering the question, what has happened in the past? I have some existing data with me. Over the years, we have done something and that data lies with me. And now I'm trying to describe what has happened. For example, suppose there is a company who is marketing their product. They are manufacturing some products, say laptop or say cell phones or whatever. They are spending some budget on marketing of their product. They are advertising it here and there. And yeah, eventually they are making some sales also. And they are recording this data month on month, year on year, and so on. So think about it. When they are recording these details, after a certain point of time, this becomes a data itself. Yes or no? It is looking like it. So now we have an existing data set of marketing budget against sales concluded that month. And now one fine day, say CEO walks in to the marketing department. हाँ जी, और क्या कहता है CEO? मिस्टर CEO क्या कह रहे हैं मार्केटिंग डिपार्टमेंट से कि भाई मार्केटिंग क्या चल रहा है, क्या कर रहे हैं आप लोग? जानते हो क्या पूछ रहे हैं वो? He is asking what has happened. Can this data tell me what has been going on for quite some time? Yes, to answer this question, whatever you are going to do will lie in the domain of descriptive analytics. Now, can you tell me what can be the analysis that marketing should come back with this, come back to CEO? कैसे बताएंगे CEO साहब को क्या चल रहा है? डेटा कुछ देखने में शक्ल देख रहे हो आप, एक्सेल शीट कुछ ऐसी ऐसी जा रही है हमारी.
Hello.
Yeah.
I think here they are predicting some budget, but after seeing the actual sales, they are getting some different views, like what they have thought that they will get, but right now what they are getting is something very different. They are having a huge difference about the sales.
Okay. Not exactly, but okay. Nice attempt. Anybody else? अभी प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं एक्चुअली, नेहा. अभी जस्ट हमारे पास कुछ एग्जिस्टिंग डेटा है और सीईओ साहब क्या पूछ रहे हैं कि भाई क्या चल रहा था, तुम क्या करते हुए आ रहे हो. अब मेरे पास ये डेटा है, मैं उन्हें ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि हाँ जी हम ये कर रहे थे.
Okay.
अब वो कैसे बताऊं? मेरे कहने का मतलब क्या है, जब मैं कह रहा हूँ कि या प्लीज.
Yeah, sir, actually, we have to like represent through the graphical representation. So we can tell like that according to the month sales and what was happening, and if something is seasonal or something like that, so we can represent the data through graphical.
Correct.
Yeah.
And like kind of nailed it. हाँ जी, मेरे कहने का मतलब क्या था, उत्कर्ष कह रहा है कोरिलेशन बिटवीन सेल्स एंड बजट. अच्छा, कोरिलेशन बताएंगे. ठीक है, नॉट बैड, बट कैसे बताएंगे? मेरे कहने का मतलब ये था कि क्या कैसे बताऊं सीईओ को, क्या उसे मैं ये एक्सेल शीट भेज दूं? कि जब मेरे भेज दे रहा हूँ पढ़ लेना अपने आप? Think about it. Doesn't seem like a good way to deal with a CEO kind of person. Yes or no?
So we have to give him a visual presentation.
Yes, exactly. कोरिलेशन बताएंगे उत्कर्ष, लेकिन कोरिलेशन कैसे बताएंगे? अगर मैं आर पाइथन से कोरिलेशन दिखाने लगूंगा, बात समझो, एक तो सीईओ है, उसके पास टाइम नहीं है इतना, दूसरे उसे कोड नहीं आता जो तुम करके दिखा रहे हो. ही वांट्स अ क्लीन पिक्चर जो 5 मिनट में उसको तुम दिखाओ और एक्सप्लेन कर दो कि क्या क्या हो रहा है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल समथिंग लाइक दिस. मार्केटिंग क्या कह रहा है?
Sir, as
Marketing.
our budget increases, sales also increases, something
हाँ
like that.
जी, मार्केटिंग, अब मार्केटिंग उनको सही पिक्चर दिखा रहा है. कैसे कैसे बता रहा है मार्केटिंग? यस सर, वी स्टार्टेड ऑफ सम बजट और हमने बजट इंक्रीज करना शुरू किया. एक्स एक्सिस पे बजट जा रहा है, ये एक्स एक्सिस पे इंक्रीज होता हुआ. इनिशियल 4-5 मंथ्स हमें कोई रिजल्ट देखने के लिए नहीं मिला, बट देन वी सॉ दैट सेल्स इज इंक्रीजिंग. जैसे जैसे हमने बजट यूटिलाइज किया एंड वी फाइनली अलोंग द ईयर्स नाउ वी सी कि जब जब हम मार्केटिंग बजट बढ़ा रहे हैं और हम लोग शायद वी आर डूइंग समथिंग राइट, बिकॉज वी आर सीइंग दैट देयर इज इंक्रीजिंग ट्रेंड इन सेल्स along with marketing budget. So it seems likely that we have been leveraging marketing very efficiently because budget is in lakhs, sales is in crores. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
कितना बढ़िया काम कर रहे हैं, प्रमोशन कर दो हमारा. That is why, if you remember, we talked about that data mining goes hand in hand with visualization. Data mining is all about patterns, trends, reverse trends. And how do I distinguishingly find out that? By a visualization. अभी अभी देखा आप लोगों ने टेबुलर फॉर्म में ऐसा रिलेशन एस्टेब्लिश करना. टेबुलर फॉर्म थी ना आपके पास, ये रही. टेबुलर फॉर्म में पहले तो ऐसा ट्रेंड देख पाना लगभग असंभव है, और गलती से अगर तुमने देख लिया तो दूसरे को समझाना तो आउट ऑफ क्वेश्चन. So that's why visualization. By the way, this graph is generated in Excel itself. Excel में बना. So this was descriptive statistics. Next was diagnostic analytics. What do you think should be diagnostic? Any idea?
Yeah, so like in diagnostic, like if I talk about the sales and budget, so we can easily find out that like if I talk about the particular month, so we can like what was the reason why the sale was low in a particular month, and
Exactly.
so we can find. So we can figure out easily like the reasons.
Diagnostic analytics, वही जो नाम है इसका, diagnostic. It diagnoses something for a reason. Why something has happened this way. For example, अभी अपनी एग्जांपल से बताऊं, अगर if I am doing it, अभी जो x axis y axis आप देख रहे थे, and well, there was a marketing budget and there was some sales on y axis. और अभी हमने क्या देखा था, एक ग्राफ बना के देखा, बड़ा अच्छा सा ट्रेंड आया, हमने सीईओ साहब को दिखा दिया. What if this trend looked like? What if this trend looked like that we created a kind of that हम क्या देखें कि month on month marketing budget is increasing. Marketing budget is increasing month on month, but हाँ जी, समझ गए क्वेश्चन? सेल्स इज मोर और लेस द सेम। बजट हर महीने बढ़ाते जा रहे हो मार्केटिंग। अगर ऐसा देखने के लिए मिलता कि बजट महीने के महीने बढ़ता जा रहा है, सेल्स मोर और लेस एक सर्टेन रेंज के बीच में ऊपर नीचे हो रही है, व्हाट विल हैपन? अगर वो ग्राफ ऐसा आ जाता मार्केटिंग का तो क्या होने वाला था? सीईओ साहब को दिखा दिया तुमने कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम ये कर रहे हैं, बजट बढ़ाते जा रहे हैं, सेल्स में कुछ खास होता नहीं। What do you think will happen?
He will ask, see, what is the problem in getting this?
हम्म,
वो पूछेगा प्रॉब्लम क्या आ रही है, ये से मार्केट तो बजट तो बढ़ा रहे पर सेल्स क्यों नहीं बढ़ रही है? Just tell us the problem.
correct. Yes, I think everybody will agree to that.
Yes, sir.
Maybe he will not fire entire marketing department, but at least he or she will ask why this is happening. So that is what diagnostic analytics is all about. Why something is happening. If something is not happening favorable way, or maybe favorable way, but even then you are interested in knowing a probable cause, why something is happening. So that is answered by diagnostic analytics. So can you think of a reason why this is happening? If this is happening, just example, if this was happening,
So maybe the product is not satisfying or outdated. You can say.
Maybe marketing budget etc. is high, but maybe some negative publicity might be there regarding the product. So too much promotion is there, but it's a negative publicity maybe.
So maybe the demand is not enough for the product in the market.
Maybe the trend is different.
Somebody's background is way too much distorted. Nikhil, it is perhaps yours. Could you mute? Yeah, it was yours. Nikhil, I don't know if you are realizing, there is way too much background noise. It seems like there is a tap running. Kind of. Okay. Several reasons you people have given. And well, quite right. So that is why, that is how. But I'll just show you that taking on data, when we talk about data, how data could have helped in this endeavor. Maybe diagnostic analytics, maybe we could have done something like that. Like, we are spending marketing budget, but are we leveraging marketing budget properly? Am I utilizing my marketing budget on the right medium? Are you getting the gist?
No, sir. Not getting the point.
Telling the CEO exactly that your product is outdated. If product is outdated, why do I need marketing? अगर मेरे समझने की कोशिश करो और मालूम है ये I can speak for this sheerly and purely due to experience. अगर प्रोडक्ट इतना परफेक्ट होता तो क्या जरूरत है मार्केटिंग की और क्या जरूरत है सेल्स की और क्या जरूरत है किसी की? फिर तो बिक जाएगा ना वो अपने।
Yes, sir.
मेरे कहने का मतलब अब समझ रहे हो? अगर मार्केटिंग सीईओ साहब को ये बताने लगेगा तो आपका तो प्रोडक्ट तो ऐसा है और ये तो घटिया है और ये तो आउटडेटेड भी और ये भी है, वो तो बोल देगा ना। फिर तुम क्या कर रहे हो? फिर मार्केटिंग टीम की जरूरत क्या है फिर मेरे को? अगर ये सारी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती तो फिर तो अपने आप ही बिक रहा होता, फिर जरूरत ही क्या थी किसी की? कोई प्रोडक्ट परफेक्ट नहीं होता। दैट इज वाई so much exercise. क्लाइंट को दिखाना पड़ता है, समझाना पड़ता है कस्टमर को. So, okay, not doing. Maybe what you could have done, maybe do something sensible, do something productive here. So what marketing could have done, and this again, I am coming to, this is just an example, just an imaginary scenario, but it actually happened. I'll show you just now. It actually happened with so many companies. If we break down that on which media we are spending how much budget, maybe we will be able to find out which media should I focus upon. It happened in the past with so many companies because when this was done, it happened not recently, in early days when things were booming. Many of the companies were focusing upon the traditional media. टीवी पे ऐड दिखा देंगे, एफएम पे ऐड करेंगे, न्यूज़पेपर में निकाल देंगे, होर्डिंग्स लगा देंगे, this and that. So on different media, this graph shows number of hours spent per 24 hours. कि किस मीडिया पे an average person is spending how much hours per 24 hours on a certain medium. So this used to be the thing. But recent, everybody was advertising on these popular mediums, and not now. अभी तो सबको पता है, लेकिन it was early 2000s. There came a new media which came like anything and took everybody by storm. Who was that? Got it now? उस पे किसी का फोकस नहीं था.
Internet.
Yep. So many companies made this mistake. It took some time, लेकिन now हाँ currently अगर आप देखें currently everybody is having a digital marketing kind of division. Within marketing there is a digital marketing team, and they take care of all this social media, etc., etc. So all in all, diagnostic analytics. What was next? Next was predictive analytics. Yeah, what else do you want to ask for? You know what has happened, and maybe if you entered diagnostic analytics, maybe you are able to figure out that why something has happened. What next? What next will CEO ask?
So what should I do to improve the condition?
What should we do? That we will do later, but let's find out what is likely to happen next.
Okay.
So that is something we call it predictive analytics. That's where machine learning or model building comes in. That's where we try to figure out what will happen, or at least what will likely happen, with a certain sense of probability and certain sense of, certain compromise on accuracy. Can we figure it out? Yes, we can figure it out. We have very strong and powerful algorithms at hand, which enable us to a very fair extent to do that. So that is predictive analytics. What you were saying was actually.
Sir, I have a question.
Just a moment, please. What one of you just spoke that this is something. That is basically prescriptive analytics. Prescription. भाई हमने क्या क्या देख लिया? What has happened? Then we figured out why something has happened. If it is, something is unusual or something is not healthy, we try to figure out why is this happening. Then we figure out what will likely happen if I have this kind of data, and maybe can I do some predictions that what will happen, what is going to happen in near future. So that is predictive analytics. And then there is a stage called prescriptive. Actually, it is not in itself. It is not a kind of analytics. It is combination of all the others. Yes or no? मुझे अगर ये पता चल जाए क्या हुआ,
Yes, sir.
क्यों हुआ और क्या होता हुआ दिख रहा है, तो अगला क्वेश्चन यही ना होगा कि भाई मैं क्या करूं? अगर कुछ खराब हो रहा है तो वो नहीं होना चाहिए, अगर कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है तो वो और अच्छा हो जाए. So now we are trying to prescribe, we are now trying to create a prescription depending upon all other analytics, that what could be done if something was good, it becomes better. If something was not good, then it should stop or at least reduce. So these are the different kinds of analytics. ये terminology आप लोगों को पता होना चाहिए. Now there was somebody who had a question.
Yeah, so this Gaurang, I had a question.
Yeah, Gaurang, please.
Yeah, so like in the slide, I saw that descriptive analysis and diagnostic analysis both are like considerably same. So what's the core difference between both of them?
Not exactly the same. One is saying what has happened, other is saying why it is happening. There are two things.
Okay,
In
got it.
descriptive, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I can give you a second look at, because you see this. When we came to this is basically just what has been going on. The data is represented in a graph which is showing that this was marketing budget and that was sales in a particular month. We are never questioning why something has happened this way. So that is description. ठीक है गौरव? Okay. Fair. Anybody else? Any other question? Okay, let's do one thing. There in the chat box, let's download this. This is just an Excel sheet, and we'll do something with Excel. Download कर दीजिए. Anybody who is on older version of Excel? Older, when I say older, it means 2010 or earlier. ऐसा तो नहीं है किसी के पास?
Sorry, sir, I can't hear you. What you just said?
I was saying anybody who is with older version of Excel, 2010 or earlier version, ऐसा तो नहीं है किसी का?
Yes, I am. 2007.
2007.
Sir,
Anybody?
2010.
2010 can 10 will work just fine. उससे पुराना तो नहीं है किसी का?
Yes, sir, I have 2007.
Okay. Okay, let's see, because okay, चलो ठीक है. तो maybe you can follow my screen only, because कुछ utilities आपके वर्जन में काम नहीं करेंगे, which were added to Excel in subsequent years. So those facilities will not be available in your version, but maybe you can follow my screen and recordings you will receive anyway, and then maybe you can try that. Okay, these are very similar in WPS. You people have heard of WPS? It is a Chinese version of MS Office.
What sir? What sir?
WPS.
No sir. Never heard about it.
Okay, anyway, it is recommended that ओके फॉर नाउ देखते हैं हम कितना कितना सीख पाते हैं इससे। बहुत सारे काम हम कर पाएंगे इसी वर्जन में जो भी आप लोगों के पास है।
सर ये
Otherwise,
मेरे
मैं
पास 2013 का क्रैक वर्जन है, तो सर इसमें कुछ ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि सर्वर वगैरह अगर इसको ब्लॉक नहीं कर दे अगर ऑनलाइन इस पे वर्क करें तो?
ऑनलाइन बता दूंगा मैं।
क्रैक वर्जन है 2013।
ठीक है अरे बता दूंगा क्रैक वर्जन है, नालायक, शर्म नहीं आ रही बोलते हुए पब्लिक में। चल ठीक है
सर क्या करे सर?
ओके ओके ठीक है। एवरीबॉडी डाउनलोडेड दैट एक्सेल फाइल? It will look something like this. एक्सेल में ओपन कर लीजिए ये फाइल।
कर लिया सर।
क्या हुआ, डाउनलोड नहीं कर पाया?
कर लिया सर, कर लिया।
अच्छा ठीक है। निखिल, एनी प्रॉब्लम निखिल? डाउनलोड क्यों नहीं हो पा रहा? एरर एट योर एंड। ओके ओके, देखिए यार अगर डाउनलोड हो जाते हैं, हो जाना चाहिए वैसे तो। सिंपल गूगल ड्राइव लिंक। ओके, एनीबॉडी एल्स? किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है वहाँ? किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम हुआ हो डाउनलोड करने में? If there is a problem, please speak. Or otherwise, I am assuming that everybody is good to go. Everybody ready?
Yes sir, ready.
Okay. Okay, fine. I will do a couple of things because you know you people are coming from very diverse backgrounds. I don't know how handy you are with Excel and how comfortable. What has anybody done in Excel or not? What I will do is I will spend some 10 minutes, some 10-15 minutes on some very basic things on Excel, and then I'll ask you whether you knew about it or was it something, whether you all were already familiar with this or was it something new thing for you. Fair? I will get the idea what I have to do next. So we will spend some 10-15 minutes on that. Sounds good? Let's go. Let's enable editing and we will start off. First things first. I have a data set and I am not very happy with the way it is looking because it is not intuitive. I cannot see the description properly. I cannot see the invoice dates properly. It is showing like ###. It happens because of the column width. These width are not in, the column is not wide enough to show the information which is being written here. So that is why it has squeezed that and it is showing like ###. Same goes for description. It is only showing first 1 or 2 words and I cannot see it properly. To see that properly, I can do a couple of things. Number one, you see, it is not a coding tool. So we don't do much of coding in Excel. What is our weapon with Excel is our cursor. When I hover this cursor at different places, It changes shape and size, which tells me that what utility this is going to do. So what utility is available by this cursor now. For example, I have to click on a cell. I can click on a cell, it is a white plus sign, and I can type whatever I want. So this is just selection. So far so good. When I hover this cursor on the columns, you see it becomes a vertical black arrow. That is my cue that I can select a column, entire column, not one cell. Same goes for rows. When I hover this cursor in row numbers, you see it becomes a horizontal arrow, and that is my cue that I can select one entire row. When I hover my cursor on intersection of two rows, it becomes two-way arrow, and which is telling me that I can adjust the height of this row like this. On the intersection, it becomes a two-way arrow, and like this, I can choose a suitable row height. Now we don't have much to do in row, but column width, that is a problem. So same can be done here. I can bring my cursor to the intersection of two columns. It becomes sideways, two-way arrow. I click and hold and drag. So I can drag it to a suitable length, suitable width. Now I can see the information properly. So this is one way, but the problem with this way is, what will I do? Should I keep doing this for each column? Doesn't seem like a good way. I can, but should I? Because every column, here I can see 3-4 columns. What if there are 40 columns? I will not do that till evening. Click, we will do, how we will do it? You see that intersection of rows and columns, there is this arrow kind of icon here. This arrow kind of thing. We click on that, what it will do is, it will select entire sheet, this arrow, at the intersection of columns and rows. If I click on that, it selects entire sheet. What I will do is, I will go to the intersection of column, any two columns intersection, and I will just double click. So since entire sheet is already selected, it will adjust every column width to appropriate distance, so that whatever data it contains, it will be fully visible. I don't have to choose anything manually. Sure, Nikhil, here it is. Please try. Moreover, okay, this is always a good idea. I might be you have used it. This is alignment. Alignment of data. These particular things. I will not spend too much time in everything, but this is alignment, so that my data looks aligned as a standard, not randomly coming in. So what I usually like is, if I select this first row, let's select entire data first. So I can align this data. You see, something is indented towards right currently, something is indented towards left. Here you can see that numbers are indented towards right, text is indented towards right. I don't want this random thing happening. So I want clean indentations. So usually my choice happens to be, this is entirely my choice. So vertically in the center and horizontally, everything should be indented towards right. So this is something I like. Maybe you can choose according to you. And the column headers I like vertically in the middle and horizontally in the middle. Maybe you can choose according to you. A trivia question for you people. When I have come across this data, it is a good idea that first I get to know what this data is talking about. Do you identify what is this data talking about?
This data talks about different kinds of appliances which have come from different countries. And along with that, it talks about the customers who have ordered them through their customer
Mhm.
ID and at what unit they have ordered.
Mhm. Okay. So yes, it is always a good idea that we try to understand the data right in the beginning. Let's get the measure of this data, what animal we are dealing with, which industry we are dealing with, what is the size and shape of the data. So various things. So this data is coming from, it seems like, yeah, the Alibabas and Amazons of the world. There is some invoice number. It contains some products. They have given some category to their product, that in which category this product lies. The stock code. Now, what is a stock code is? It is just like the student roll number. You remember in university, you used to have a roll number. So why do you need a roll number when you already have a name?
Sir, to identify different products of
Unique
same
ID.
category.
Yeah, it is called unique ID. But my question is why?
Because there can be two person having the same name, like first and last name.
Okay. But
Yeah, just to distinguish. I mean,
but
difference.
anyway, they also have your father's name, no? If somebody is having different name, even then their father's
So
name,
it will
there
be
is a,
so,
Sir, easy to find
so
out.
so it will be difficult to match father's name again and again.
yes. You see, number one, if I choose to have your name, well, there can be another with the same first name, last name combination. So I'm not very sure. Even if I go to father's name, number one, it is becoming difficult for me. And number two, on an odd chance, what if father's name is also same? Yes or no? It is a possibility yet. I'm not very sure. So on one end, I am making my life tougher. I am adding layer over layer. First student name, then father name, then mother name. And still I am not sure because there is a possibility on an odd chance, by coincidentally, it may happen that still two different people are having same entity. So that is why a unique ID. So same they are doing here with stock code. They have given different stock code for different products. Their brand may be different, their color may be changed, whatever, and seemingly they are to, but the stock code should be different. Now there is a brief description of what this product was. They have given that. What was the quantity which was ordered in this particular invoice? And invoice date, it is coming in, date timestamp. You have seen this timestamp. You will usually see this timestamp in online invoices. It comes like, it is DDMMYY or MMDDYY and HHMM and maybe SS. Up to the precision of seconds, it may go. So that is called timestamp, date timestamp. Then is the unit price of this product, whatever it was. What was the unit price charged in this particular order? Then there is customer ID. Customer ID again वही रोल नंबर जो हम बात कर रहे थे. हर कस्टमर को अलग अलग कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करूंगा मैं? कब तक नाम देखता रहूंगा? There may be so many Johns and there may be so many, Marys. And finally, they are recording countries, the country to which this customer may belong. This kind of data it is. I want to see how much this data is. So if I want to see how much this data is, how do I know how many number of rows are there? Maybe I can scroll. Doesn't seem like it is helping. Or maybe I can scroll by scroll bar here on the right hand side. Click and drag. Click and drag. But again, seems cumbersome. So there is a shorthand for that. I place my cursor anywhere and I press Control plus down arrow. Anywhere it can be. I will press Control and down arrow. What will happen is it will run downwards to the last cell. When I do Control plus down arrow and it runs to the last cell, how does it, इसको कैसे पता कि last cell आ गई है? ये तब तक नीचे भागेगा जब तक इसे blank cell नहीं मिल जाए. जहां इसे blank cell मिल गया ये वहां पर रुक गया. So now I get to see it is 46,000 something rows of data. There is a trivia question for you. Can you tell me how many rows one Excel sheet can have? So if I press
सर 10
Control,
लाख 48,000 सर 10 लाख 48,000 समथिंग है. एक सेकंड में देखता हूँ.
okay,
10 लाख 48,576.
we get to know that because जैसे blank आ गया ये रुक गया है. लेकिन अगर मैं दोबारा प्रेस कर दूं Control down, it will run again to the last cell available. So that tells me how many rows this Excel sheet has. It got 10 lakh 48,000 something.
सर
Anyway,
सर आपकी वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आएगी.
is it so? Can anybody confirm? Is my voice clear?
यस सर.
No cracking, no breaking. Okay. Okay. To go back to the top again, now you know the drill. Control right, control left, control down, control up. What it will do? It will run the cursor to the farthest point till where the data is. So I get to see how many rows this data set has. I have a massive data here. It is some 46,000 rows. How do I get to know how many columns this data has? You know, rows are coming in numbers, so there is a direct number. But columns are coming in alphabets. Column A, column B, column D. Now, how do I know how many columns are there? This is column I, last one. हाँ चलो यहाँ पर तो पता है मेरे को because I is the ninth letter in alphabet, so I can say it is okay 9 columns. But what if if there are these kind of columns? Maybe I'll show you this now. Suppose I see an Excel sheet and I see the last column is AH. Now what do I know that this is AH? Which column number is this? अगर यहाँ तक डेटा आ रहा होता, I देख के तो चलो समझ आ गया, मैंने काउंट कर लिया ABCD up to I, so 9th column. But columns are coming in alphabets. First it is ABCD up to Z, then it is combination of A with again A, B, C, D up to Z, then it will pick up B, and again it will go up to BA, BB, BC, BD and up to Z. मैं कब तक काउंट करूंगा? तो अगेन समथिंग कम्स टू माय हेल्प. अभी अभी हमने देखा कंट्रोल एरो, तो कंट्रोल राइट करता हूं तो इट विल रन टुवर्ड्स राइट टिल देयर इज एनी डेटा. यहां तक डेटा आया, इसके बाद ब्लैंक था तो रुक गया. We will not do control right arrow. I am doing control shift and right arrow. So what it will do is, पहले क्या कर रहा था, ये खाली भाग जाता था लास्ट सेल तक, जहां तक इसको उस डायरेक्शन में डेटा है वहां तक भाग गया. ब्लैंक सेल मिली, वहां पर खड़ा हो जाएगा, रुक जाएगा. अभी मैं कह रहा हूँ नॉट कंट्रोल एरो, सिर्फ भागो नहीं, सेलेक्ट भी कर लो. सेलेक्ट एवरीथिंग वॉट एवर इज इन बिटवीन. So control shift and arrow, right arrow from the first column, it will run to the last column header जहां तक इसको कॉलम दिख रहा है, and then you see down below, यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा समरी आता रहता है. For now it is just showing count. Depending upon the data selected, जो भी मैंने select किया है, depending upon that it will show a summary here. What I have selected here, these are all alphabets, column names. तो इनका ना टोटल हो सकता है ना एवरेज हो सकता है, लेकिन काउंट वो फिर भी दिखा रहा है. सो इट इज शोइंग मी दैट यू हैव सेलेक्टेड 9 cells with data. So now I get to know there are 9 columns. So now it doesn't matter whether there were 9 columns or 99 columns. I will just have to do what? Control shift right. It will select the column headers and I will get to know how many columns are there. Okay, यहाँ तक हुआ. Then another thing which you should know is that if I scroll down, if I'm scrolling, say I'm scrolling it like this, what is happening? If I scroll it like this, soon enough I will not know. I have scrolled it down to some 100 rows, and now I don't know which column header means what. किस कॉलम में क्या डेटा लिखा हुआ था मुझे नहीं पता चल रहा है. ओके, यहाँ पर मेरे को शायद कंट्री है, चलो पता है, अंदाजा लग रहा है. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज दिस. आई डोंट नो मे बी व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाट इज दिस. नहीं पता चलेगा ना थोड़ी देर में. सो आई डोंट वांट टू बी स्क्रॉलिंग लाइक दिस, कि अगर मेरे को नीचे स्क्रॉल करके देखना हो, मुझे ये तो पता रहेगा कौन सा डेटा दिख रहा है किस कॉलम में. So usually what we do is, you go to this view tab, view, and in view there is option called freeze pane. अब ये थोड़ा इधर उधर हो सकता है, मेरे वर्जन में यहाँ पर है, आपके वर्जन में शायद कहीं इधर या उधर दिखाई दे. दिस इज 2017 वर्जन, सो मे बी कहीं थोड़ा बहुत इधर उधर दिखे आपको, नॉट एग्जैक्टली है. तो देख लीजिएगा. तो freeze pane, it gives me option to freeze pane, create a pane in this Excel sheet. So I can choose a customized pane also. Otherwise, usually the most popular options are, sometimes I need to freeze the top row जहाँ पर column होते हैं. So usually you will need this. or maybe sometimes you will need data in a transport form जहाँ पर आपके पहला row is something which is the entity, entity definition. So maybe you need to freeze the first column. For now, I am freezing the top row. If I do that, so now this column header is freezed, and if I scroll down, the column header is anyway I can see. Only data is scrolling, column header is frozen. Now there are some things, some nitty-gritty things. Like there is something called formatting, formatting of this cell, because like this, it is looking like date and time, but can I do something meaningful from this? Okay, we will come to that later. Then there is unit price, this and that. Okay, these things are coming. What I mean to say is, suppose this is invoice date and time, but it is not looking very intuitive. It is not looking very intuitive. It is perhaps the format MMDDYY, and then there is time. Now, one thing is, what do I do with time? For any kind of analysis, think about it, no? If I am trying to see what is the order, what is my hottest selling product, who is my most loyal customer, and okay, who is the country where I receive my maximum orders from, and maybe that kind of analysis. But what has time to do there? I need to see this in a clean form. So what I'm doing is, let's select this column. How do I select this column? I don't want to select the column header because that is not date. It is column header. First cell, and अब तो तुम्हें पता है, हाँ जी, select करना है मेरे को पूरा column last तक. क्या करना है? अभी अभी तो देखा था.
Control down.
चलो
Control
select
shift
control
down.
down.
Control
हाँ,
down.
कंट्रोल डाउन नहीं, कंट्रोल डाउन से तो
Control
भाग,
shift down.
हाँ कंट्रोल डाउन करोगे तो भाग जाएगा.
Shift
मेरे
to
को,
control down.
हाँ मेरे को दौड़ के नहीं जाना है. कंट्रोल शिफ्ट एंड डाउन, तो लास्ट तक भाग के तो जाओ, लेकिन सेलेक्ट कर लो सब कुछ जो कुछ भी बीच में है. So now entire all the dates and times, all these stamps are selected. Right click here and I get to see here down below. There are several options I can cut, copy, paste. So we will come to that later. There is an option format these cells. So format cells, click on that. And again there are several options. Most important being, maybe you can play around with the vertical alignment, font size, border, fill, color. तो ये पैटर्न वगैरह ये सब आप अपने आप यू कैन एक्सप्लोर. हैंड राइटिंग चेंज कर देना, कैलिबरी एंड दिस एंड दैट. अंडरस्टैंडिंग द फॉर्मेट. It is showing me if I format it in different formats are available. So depending upon data, I can choose which one looks best. Like here, I know it is date and time. It is not only time, so time doesn't suit me. It is date and time. On top of that, date is more important. Time I can ignore. I don't want to see minute to minute what is happening in my invoices. Yes or no? यार किसी कस्टमर के सुबह से शाम तक कितने इनवॉइस हैं वो देख के क्या करूँगा. हाँ, डेट वाइज देखूँ तरीके से तो शायद कुछ पैटर्न मिल जाए. मंथ वाइज देखूँ, ईयर वाइज देखूँ, दैट मेक्स मोर सेंस. वीक डेज में ऑर्डर आ रहे हैं या वीकेंड पे आ रहे हैं वो देखूँ तो शायद मेक सेंस, राइट. So date, and within date, how do I want to see my date? It can be MMDDYY numbers. It can be like this. It can be like this. Month in alphabets, maybe like this. And maybe date and time. That is also an option, which is already there. But okay, I don't want it that way. वहीं से तो प्रॉब्लम शुरू हुई थी. जैसा दिया हुआ है वो तो मजा नहीं आ रहा ना वो देखने में. Maybe I can choose this one. This shows me which day of the week it was, the date and month and year finally. If I click OK, it converts all the date into this kind of form. Seems good. I think it seems better. maybe now I will be able to analyze something about this. तो अभी एनालिसिस नहीं कर रहे हैं, अभी जस्ट हम डेटा की शक्ल इस लायक कर रहे हैं कि ये देखने लायक हो जाए.
Sir, shouldn't we split the cell first, like make another row for time and make another for date? Because after changing this format, the time isn't.
Maybe
showing.
I will not show you everything. I'll show you. I'm just showing you what could have been done, Gaurang.
Okay, sure.
So you can play around. You will do that. Just stay with me for a while.
Sure.
I will give you ample time to do that. Okay.
Sure.
Experiment this way and that. Okay, fine. So okay, this was another thing, the formatting. So can you do the formatting for unit price yourself? I want you to do unit price yourself. These are unit prices of this product in USD. So what do you think I should format it like? Can you think of something? Maybe try doing it yourself and tell me what you have done. अपने आप करके देखिए और कुछ हो जाता है तो मेरे को बताइए, मैं प्रेजेंटर बना दूंगा आप लोगों को. You can host the screen and show everybody what you have done. Anybody?
We can place $sign above the digits.
हाँ वही कह रहा हूँ, कर लो तो बता दो मेरे को कि ये कर लिया है.
सर कर दिया सर. इसमें सर यूरोज में करेंगे, डॉलर्स में करेंगे?
हाँ जी, क्या किया है वासु?
सर यूरोज में कर दिया सर.
Sir, change from dollar to INR.
ये भी कर सकते हैं अच्छे तरीके से.
हाँ मतलब कर तो बहुत कुछ सकते हो. INR.
हाँ सर ये तो सर बेस्ट है सर, ये वाला INR में कन्वर्ट कर देना.
INR में कर देना.
पर सर होगा नहीं सर, पर उसमें उसका आइकन लगा हुआ आ जाएगा, पर यूनिट नहीं होगी सर कन्वर्ट शायद.
देखते हैं. I don't know. Anybody else जिसने कर लिया हो?
Yes, sir.
सर
Done.
सर यूनिट्स कन्वर्ट नहीं होगी सर.
Converted into dollar.
हाँ मैं अभी जो कह रहा हूँ अभी सिर्फ उतना करके देखो. एडवेंचर मत करो. एडवेंचर करने के लिए बहुत टाइम मिलेगा.
सर वो तो कर दिया सर.
USD में बना पाया इसको? Anybody?
Done.
Just in the chat box. Utkarsh, you are done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Utkarsh, you are co-host now. You can host the screen. I'm dropping my screen. Utkarsh, host the screen please, and
Yes.
let
So
us.
like,
हाँ जी, कैसे किया है?
so select all the rows and then right
Okay.
click it
Okay,
and to format cells.
going to format
And
cell,
currency, and you can choose any currency you want.
choosing currency, and you chose
I chose USD and then press OK. So
USD, that is US dollars. Very
yes,
fine. Very fine. Okay. I think सभी से हो गया होगा. किसी का अटका तो नहीं है ये? Let's click on that and select everything. Control Shift down. So all the data is selected.
सर ये प्राइस चेंज नहीं हुए सर, इसके आइकन तो चेंज हो गया सर. वो
क्या चेंज नहीं हुआ?
मतलब नंबर्स चेंज नहीं हुए USD में.
नंबर क्यों चेंज होंगे USD में? USD में तो लिखे हुए हैं वो ऑलरेडी.
नहीं जैसे आपने अभी कन्वर्ट करा ना तो चेंज नहीं हो गया वो. ये 3.75 डॉलर्स उससे लेकर ये इसमें 3.
अच्छा तुम कह रहे हो 3.75 ये डॉलर ही है. अभी मैं सिर्फ इसको डिफाइन कर रहा हूँ. ये डॉलर को INR में या यूरो में कन्वर्ट वो बाद में देखेंगे.
अच्छा जी सर, आपको चेंज हो गया था ना इसलिए.
हाँ. So this seems like a suitable for currency, And currency, okay, 2 decimal places. I can choose how many decimal places, but 2 seems fine. हाँ डॉलर में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सेंट आ जाएगा, कुछ इससे ज़्यादा तो कुछ होगा नहीं ना. सो 2 डेसिमल प्लेसेस से लिमिट करते हैं इसको. सिंबल इज डॉलर, बाय डिफॉल्ट वो डॉलर ही दिखा रहा है मेरे को. एंड या डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर वर्जन ऑफ एक्सेल इट कैन शो सम साइंस, इट मे नॉट शो सम साइंस, कुछ ऐसे भी हो सकते हैं. So I'm just sticking ahead with dollar USD. Okay. और वो मेरे को अब दिखा रहा है that this is something in USD. And okay. So this is the way we can format it to our preferred format. Now there is, अभी तक हमने कुछ खास किया नहीं है. Now we are going to हमने just डेटा ही ऐसे पलट के इधर रख के उधर रख के देख रहे थे. अभी कुछ आगे चलते हैं कहानी को लेकर के. There is something called calculated field. Calculated field in the sense, so in each order I can see कौन सा प्रोडक्ट था. This was alarm clock, bake like pink. उसका कुछ शेड है जो पर्टिकुलर है. उसका स्टॉक कोड उन्होंने कुछ दिया हुआ है कि मैन्युफैक्चरर कौन रहा होगा, क्या रहा होगा, वो सब ओके. ब्रांड वगैरह डिफरेंट रहे होंगे. सो इट वाज बॉट 24 quantities and unit price for this deal was 3.75 USD. Now what do I do with this unit price or quantity? Isn't that I am interested in total amount? कि इस ऑर्डर का टोटल अमाउंट कितना होगा? Yes or no? Maybe I would like to see that rather than going about quantity and unit price in 2 different columns. अब वो कैसे कर सकते हैं? There are 2 utilities. There are 2 things. One is, okay, I am declaring it as amount column. I am declaring it as, I am calling it order amount. And Excel gives me liberty. We call it calculated field. A calculated field can be initiated by equal to sign. If I say equal to, so now Excel is asking me, I can type anything and Excel will calculate it for me. So like equal to, if I say 24 multiplied by asterisk 3.75, and it will calculate whatever order was. What was the order amount? ऐसे ना calculate करेंगे. 24 was the quantity and unit price was 3.75. So I have calculated that and it is telling that amount of this particular row, it should be 90. Can we do it any better? Yes, we can do it in a tad bit better way. Because I am saying I don't want to see time and again this quantity and this unit price. So this is called cell referencing. I will not mention the value manually. I will refer it to the cell where this value is actually there. Like I have initiated the calculated field. I am saying what to multiply? Quantity. So this cell multiplied by which cell? This cell. You see, it is taking the formula as calculation field initiated by equal to. So I will get the result E2 multiplied by G2. So I am not typing the values. I am typing the address of these cells. E column, second row. G column, second row. So this is called cell referencing. I am referring to the cell where this data is. I don't want to type manually. If I press enter, it shows something better, isn't it? It says, since there was a unit price involved, which was in USD, It is saying this order amount will also be obviously USD. So this is $90. So this is one benefit of cell referencing, which is tiny, by the way, compared to what comes next. Now think about it. I don't want, what do I do now? Now next row, again cell referencing. Now next row, again cell referencing. And 46,000 times should I do cell referencing? Well, not exactly. When I am using cell referencing here, it is getting E2 into G2, and where is this calculation coming? It is, this calculation lies in a column. What column? J2. So in J2, I needed a calculation E2 into G2. If I click on this cell and I grab this bottom right corner, you see the icon of my cursor is changing. It used to be happy white plus sign. Now it is a very sleek black plus sign when I bring it to the bottom right corner of this cell. And if I click and drag, it starts to copy that cell references. In this J2, it was E2 into G2. In J3, it has automatically converted it to E3 into G3. Excel is assuming that perhaps I want to change these indexes in next row. Yes or no? That's what the idea was. In next, it is E4 into G4 and so on. In every next, it is changing. For every next row, it will keep changing. But the problem is still there. Till when I will drag it? Should I drag it and drag it and drag it? Till when I will keep dragging it? So I will not do it this way. I will calculate it for once. I have calculated it, equal to sign E2 into G2. So that is done. I am done with this calculation. And on this bottom right corner, when my plus is black, I will not drag. Rather than dragging, I will double click. If I double click, what happens? वही जो control से हो रहा था. It will take that calculation and replicate it to the last available cell. जहां तक इसको ये पता है कि this calculation is, it is getting this calculation. E into G, जब तक इसको ये वैल्यूज मिलते जा रहे हैं, वो तब तक ये कैलकुलेशन कर करके देता रहेगा. जब इसको E और G मिलने बंद हो जाएंगे, वो भी अपने आप रुक जाएगा. Everybody able to do that? Everybody could do that? Everybody with me? किसी का कोई confusion तो नहीं? Now is the time that okay. Now I should ask, how is it going? Was anything new for you people? Just give me yes or no. Was there anything new for you people? I need a quick poll. If there was nothing new, then even that you can mention. I need to see that. How should I go about it? Save. Okay, let's do one thing. So let's break for some time. Maybe that's a good idea. Garam, Sarthak, Vasu, and Ramya. You were pretty handy with this. Okay. Okay, very fine. Take it. Okay. So guys, we resume at it is we resume at okay, let's resume at 2:50. Please be back in time. Okay, I'll see you there. Just please be back in time. Stretch yourself. Grab a coffee if you wish to. And okay, now maybe we will move on to some next level of Excel. You are getting familiar. Those who are not familiar, they are now familiar, and we will do something. Okay, so see you there.